this is Sandra from Nomad Stitches. Welcome to my channel. This is actually my very first video ever, but it's a good one because I have for you guys my Traveling Afghan knit square, which is very exciting. If you haven't heard of that project, it's really cool. Basically 49 designers all over the world are working towards building two Afghans, a knit one and a crochet one. I am on the knit one, and this is the second square of the Afghan. So here it is. This is my square, and I see it a little bit like a family portrait. You know, my husband, me, and then our little baby whose name is Magnolia, so I went for a foliage lace. This is supposed to be a beginner pattern, and I did add a few interesting stitches. They are not difficult, but they might be new for some of you, so I wanted to be clear about it and you know, show you guys how to make every single stitch. If you want to know more information about the Traveling Afghan, look below and you will find a link to my blog, which describes everything, and it has the links to all the other designers also making a square. You can also find a link to buy the kit from Lion Brand directly. And I will also add the times for each stitch. So if you are here for a specific one and you don't want to watch the whole video, that's alright. Just go down there and find the stitch that you are looking for. Alright, let's get started then. Alright guys, so this is the square. As you can see, it has those three sections. It has the two stockinette and reverse stockinette, and then the lace that starts from the middle and it opens up. Now, just so you understand a little bit of the square, at the beginning everything stays the same. I work knit and then purl, and then on the other side knit and then purl. These stitches are slipped. I will show all of you this, okay, how it works. Around this point, which is row 15, you will start opening up for the lace, which means that you will be increasing in the middle and decreasing on the sides. Alright, so I will show you how to make each one of those increases and decreases, and also the stitches in the lace, okay? Because you do need a bit of increases and yarn overs and knitted togethers and things like that. Definitely easy, okay? Don't worry. I know this might seem scary to some of you that are beginners, but it's nothing out of this world. You can definitely do it. Now let's look at what I have here. I have worked up to row 14th. Now I like to work with circular needles just because basically don't fit with the long needles, but it's exactly the same as a normal needle, okay? If you've never seen this before, don't worry, use your regular needles. Now row 14th, I haven't changed anything, right? So knit, slip, purl, knit, slip, and then purl, and then the back I knit, purl, knit, purl, and then purl to the end. Now on row 15, that's when things change a little bit, because I will start with the increases and the decreases. Now let's work together through all of the stitches that we need for basically every right side row. So at the beginning we start with slip 1 with yarn in front. That simply means that instead of putting your yarn in the back like you would for knitting, you put it in the front of your work and then you slip. That's it. And then you put it in the back so you can continue knitting. Okay, so then knit to marker. 1, 2, 3. This is my border. I will always knit the border. Then slip the marker, and then it says knit to 2 before the marker. So we do what it says and we knit all the stitches except for the last 2 stitches before the marker. Alright, knit, knit, knit. Okay, now there we are. We have 2 stitches before the marker. Okay, now what we're going to do is slip, knit, pass over. This is how we do it. We slip one, then we knit this one, and then we pass it over. That slip stitch, we pass it over the stitch that we just worked. I will do that again so you can see it better in case you missed it. All right. So here we go. I have 2 stitches before the marker. I will slip one, knit twice. I will knit the next stitch, and then the stitch that I slipped, I will pick it up with my needle and pass it over the knit stitch. There you go. Now instead of 2 stitches, I only have 1 stitch. That's it. Then we slip the marker, we slip one, which is again very simple, slip one, and then we make one left. Now to make one left or to make one right, we need to work on this bar between the 2 stitches that I have, the one that I've worked and the next stitch. There's that bar right in the middle. So for make one left, I come from the front like this. Okay, I will show you again. I pick it up, and then with my left needle I come from the front to the back. Now I will work on the back of this. Let me see if I can focus it better. Alright, so the back of that stitch, and that's it. I will show you again, see if I can make it clearer. So I pick it up and I go from the front to the back. Now that it's on my left needle, I will work on the back loop of that. It's a little bit tight, you do have to pull a bit on it, but once you get it, it's just another stitch. Now on the middle stitch it says to knit one, and then I make one right. So just like with make one left, I pick up my bar, but I don't come from the front, I come from the back like this. Okay, I will show you again. So I have my bar and I come from the back, and this stitch I will do on the front loop. So I loosen it a bit so I can get in that loop, and then I knit one stitch. All right, I will show you one more time. Pick it up, come from the back, and loosen that front loop to get in there, and knit one. That's it. Then I slip one, slip marker, and then we have slip slip purl. This is very similar to the slip slip knit that we'll use in the lace, but slightly different in a few things. So for slip slip purl, I slip 2 knitwise, then I put them back on my needle, and I will come from the back and put my needle in the back of both stitches like this. But I need to make sure my yarn is in the front, okay, so that I can work a purl stitch. It's a bit of a contortion game, and once it's in there I simply purl. Alright, I will show you that one again because it is a little bit complicated, but this is probably the hardest stitch in the whole thing. So if you get this one, you can basically do anything now when it comes to knitting. Alright, let me make sure it's well focused. Let's try that again. So I slip 2 knitwise, slip, slip, then I return to my left hand needle, and on the back I put my needle. Sorry, yarn in the front. Alright, once I'm in there, I can purl my stitch. Alright, and that's it. After that, we simply just purl to marker, Okay, slip marker and then knit to the end. So those stitches that are in this section are everything you need. Okay, you will repeat these on every right side row. Remember, I have a slip knit, pass over, slip one, make one, then I will start working the chart in between, make one right, slip one, and then slip, slip, purl. But seriously, if you take the time to figure out these stitches, they become automatic because you will do them so many times. So I'm sure you'll be fine. Now I want to show you a couple more stitches that you will need for the lace. So I will work a bit more and then show you how to do those. All right, I'll be right back. All right, guys, so I have now worked up to row 18th and I am ready to start on row 19th. As you can see, the opening in between the middle markers is growing. This is the lace portion because I am increasing, right? Make one left, make one right on every right side row, and I am also decreasing on this side before and after the middle markers. Now let's get to row 19 so I can show you the other stitches that I haven't shown you. So like before, with yarn in front, slip one, then knit to marker, then knit to two before the marker. Okay, so I have two stitches. Now I slipped, knit and pass over like before. I slip one and then I need to make one left, right? So remember, I pick this up and I go from front to back and then I knit a stitch in the back. Okay, now I will do the chart. So on row 19, if you see here, I have knitted together, yarn over, knit, yarn over, slip, slip, stitch. So let's do that. Knitted together, I pick up the two stitches knitwise, just like one stitch, but two, and knitted together. Very, very simple. Then yarn over. I just yarn over the yarn over my needle. Super simple as well. Yarn over, knit one, yarn over, and then slip, slip, knit. It's again another decrease that is not complicated at all. So I slip one, and then I put my needle in the middle right here to knit. Okay, so I will show you again. We start with our stitches like this. So I yarned over, then here we go. Can you see? Let me focus it properly. Okay, so I slip one, I slip two, then I put my needle in the middle as such, and I knit. That's it. Now I have one stitch instead of two. And then I need to make one right like before. So I come back to front and I make my stitch in this front loop, right? Okay, and then slip one like before, knit, and we also have slip, slip, purl again. So remember, slip, slip, I return, and I go through the back. Oopsie. Remember, your yarn needs to be in the front. And I purl. Okay? And then we are just going to finish with purls until the end. So purl, purl, purl. Now the back side of this, on the chart, remember that we purl on every stitch. So in between these two markers, you will always purl on the wrong side. Okay? No complications there. The yarn overs, you purl. All the slip stitches, you purl. All of the decreases and increases, you always purl on the wrong side. All right, now there is one more stitch that I haven't shown you, and that is slip knit to pass over. The first time you see it is on row 33. Now, I will not knit all the way to row 33, but I will show you in this knit portion right here how to do it. It's not complicated. Again, this stitch is used to decrease 2 stitches. So you have 3 stitches and you will make those into 1 stitch. Now, when you see that little symbol, it says slip, knit 2, pass over. Let's do that. Slip. Now we knit 2 together. Like before we knitted together, remember? So we put the needle inside the second stitch and the first stitch at the same time. Okay, I'll do it again. So knit 2 together as 1. And then we pass over. So that slip stitch, we pass it over. That's it. I'll do it again. So let me knit 1. Here I have 3. So I pass over knitwise. I slip knitwise. Then I knit 2 together like this. And then I pass over. Alright, I hope that it's clear. That covers all of the stitches in your square. So good luck! Alright guys, well that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed the video and that you found it helpful. Please tag me on your squares if you make them, either on Instagram, Facebook, or Ravelry. And if you wish to know more about my designs or new releases, do sign up to my newsletter and to this channel for future videos. Thank you so much and happy making! Bye bye!